name is Miss Ju. Welcome to Unpacking. And after losing out of becoming the voice after representing Team Blake in the 2021 edition of The Voice USA, let's have her now as the biggest on the continent. You must say that if you really have followed People, which is one of the most streamed according to Billboard, it was number 20 on the Afrobeat chart, and also it's got a lot of covers from across the globe. Now, yes, number 2 on the Billboard Afrobeat chart according to Billboard. I think that's what I said earlier. And Libianca has become a force to reckon with. And we are going all the way. I'm sure, I don't know if she's in Cameroon or she's in Minnesota to have this conversation with us. We'll definitely find out. But People is a huge track that a lot of people are falling in love with. You know the rhyming People, a huge track a lot of people are falling in love with. How are you, Libianca? Great to have you on Theme Music.
Hi, thank you for having me on here. It's an honor.
Great. So, like I said, you're like the biggest thing happening on the continent now. I don't know if you know about it, but if you do, how does that make you feel?
It feels great. I'm very thankful. I mean, man, God is doing great things, and I'm very humbled by everything. Like, the song is connecting with so many people, and it just touches my heart every time.
Definitely one of the biggest questions on everybody's mind is after you walked out of The Voice, did you see this coming? Did you see that the next thing I was going to do after years of being a musician was going to be, the biggest thing that will hit the internet, that would become a sensation when it comes to music?
I had no idea. Like, honestly, I was having thoughts sometimes about where am I going to go from here? Where is God going to take me? I was losing trust in the process. I was not trusting the process. But the whole time, God was using The Voice to prepare me for what was to come. And I had no idea, especially with this song. It just took off. So, yeah, I didn't know.
There's been a lot of conversation about how this song came about. I think that I've read somewhere that you said you had a disorder and that makes you, swing moods. You want to take us through that once more?
Yes. So I have cyclothymia, which is a mood disorder. And you have your highs and your lows. So it's like a less severe version of bipolar disorder. So I write my best songs when I'm in my lows. So that's where People came from, actually. My low usually lasts like 2 to 3 weeks, but it was lasting way longer than that. It was hitting 1 month and I'm like, okay, come on, like I need to get out of this. And that's how People came out.
Tell me about, after writing it during your low, how did you record it during your high? How was the feeling like? What was the connection? Or you had to wait to another low period to record? Tell me how the switch was, if there was any, and how that even worked.
Well, I mean, there wasn't really any switches because regardless of if I'm in my low or my high, I still have to work. I still have to just create because it's not just working to me. It's actually relieving. It's like a stress reliever. So I recorded People when I was in my low, and in my highs, I still record very good songs. In my low, that's when the most emotional songs come out. So
I'm sure people want to be curious to ask how many songs have you recorded so far before we got People trending?
Man, I have recorded over 50 songs.
Wow, 50.
Wow. I don't even have a number on it because I've just been recording for years. So it might be more than that. But yeah, it's been a lot of songs that came before People.
And these songs have actually been released. These 50 songs have been released. We can find them.
No, not all the 50 songs have been released. Just a few of them. Most of my songs right now are in my stash. They're unreleased. I was taking my sweet time. I wanted to wait until I have an audience big enough to listen to my music. When I find, the people that are meant to listen to my music, then I start releasing more. And God made that happen. So this year, a lot more music is going to be coming out.
Wow. But tell me, we woke up one day and we've seen a lot of covers. Like I've seen, if I'm not exaggerating, over 50 covers of this song. I'm sure there could be even more to it. Like, did you see it coming? And how do you feel that people can relate, even if they might not be going through the same situation, but they have a word or two they can relate to in this song?
Man, my heart was just filled with so much love with the amount of covers and the amount of verses. Like a lot of creators, a lot of singers, a lot of rappers are coming out and putting out, their own version of their lyrics and how they connect to it on the song. And it's over 12,000 of those. So, I mean, every time I see it, my heart just warms up. I just want to cry every time. But, yeah, man. God is good. That's all I have to say, really.
Indeed. And I saw a post from you where you had referred to a mention from, what's his name? Chris Brown.
And yeah, that was the best Christmas gift that somebody could ever give me.
Wow.
It was on Christmas that he reposted my music, and he actually told me, he DM'd me, he told me, thank you for writing a song that makes me feel again. And that really resonated with me, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and it's very important to talk about the things that most music doesn't really dig deeper into. So that was very motivational coming from him, somebody that I was very much inspired by in the early times of experiencing and pursuing my passion.
Oh wow! Does he know that you were inspired by him? And is there any works in the pipeline for two of you?
So we are definitely going to work, at some point. Right now, everybody's busy, and we're just trying to find the time to sit down and get things done. So there's something in the works. There will always be music in the works as well. And he doesn't know yet. I don't think he knows yet. Just the impact that he had on me when I was younger, and how he motivated me to continue to pursue music as a career. So, but he will know soon.
Wow, great stuff. But you know what? I just want to be a little more curious. Who else is in your DM being appreciative of your work that you never believed that would send you a DM or would reach out to you or send you, some message?
Man, honestly, it may come shocking to everybody, but my manager, or my A&R would be the people to best answer this question, because I come online, I post still, but it's not every day, and I get messages every single day.
Wow.
And I'm not that much of a social media person, so I try to pop in. I've seen DJ Spinall in there, so hopefully we will get to work on some music sometime soon. I've been talking with Buju. There's a lot more that I can't really bring up off the top of my head, but there have been a lot of accolades that have been given to me that are very, very, very much appreciated.
Definitely, you deserve that. But let me tell you what maybe you might have not heard personally. A colleague of mine called Lenny a few weeks ago had a conversation right here with Joe Boy, and your name popped up. I thought you were Nigerian, but I'll come to that later. But he said, he vibes with you. He's crazy about your music. I think he even said that he's told you about that before.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Thank you for reminding me. That's actually one of the he messaged me, and he just let me know how beautiful my talent is, and I told him that I would definitely love to work in the future. So there's a lot of collaborations that are in my book right now that will be happening this year, and I'm happy about that. Yeah.
And I guess the money is also flowing. Once the collaborations are coming, people are appreciating your work. Are you making money off all these covers, or it automatically becomes for the people who make the covers?
For the people that make the covers, any money that they make from me is for them, really. The only money that I make is from my music and what I have ownership of, because I've done covers before, and I used to independently release it, and I remember me getting money from there. So they didn't just take my money from what I created on there and give it to somebody else. I think they might be taking a few cents per dollar to give to the company that has copyright and ownership of the song, but over 90% of the revenue is for the artist that does the cover.
How kind of you and your management. But before we talk about you and Jae5 and the deal you have with him, let's talk about how people felt, including myself. I don't know how, that you were Nigerian. How many of that have you got?
A lot. a lot of people for like a month now were very, very, very convinced that I was Nigerian. And I was like, okay, so what about me tells people that I'm Nigerian? I mean, we're not all that different at the end of the day. But in every single one of my bios, you can see the Cameroonian flag. So, it felt like I felt more appreciated than anything, because I was like, wow, these countries are trying to claim me from left to right. That feels good. But I'm Cameroonian. So I still love you people, though. It's one love. We're all together.
At least you share a border with Nigeria, so like you say, you're one people, one love.
Exactly.
But when I watched your audition for The Voice, one of the things I took notice of was the fact that you said, I am from America, I live in Minnesota, but I'm from Cameroon and I visit Cameroon. It's more like you're based in Cameroon and you come to the US. Which was it? Because I want to know how the Cameroonians feel about you.
Okay, so I was born in Minnesota, and then when I was 4 years old, I went back to Cameroon with my mom and my brother, and we were there for over, I think, about 10 years. I came back when I was 13 to America. So I went to primary school, I went to boarding school. There was even a time where I was selling granite on the side of the road. So, that was a very good part of my life, and I miss it. It's been a minute since I've been to Cameroon. Way too long for me personally. So I'm planning to visit soon.
Oh, so you weren't down here in Africa for the glitch recording?
No, I wasn't. So what happened was my team actually took care of the videography of that performance, because unfortunately, with the way things were moving very fast, so we didn't have enough time to plan things accordingly, where I go out there and we do this and stuff like that. And the glitch creative director was not able to be here in the States as well, so they hired my videographer to take care of the visuals, and my manager creatively directed it. It was pretty much all of my team that was physically there. Wow. But Glitch Africa was on the phone. They were on FaceTime with us, just working as a whole team to make sure that things were going smoothly.
And that was a beautiful performance, I must say. I really enjoyed it. It gave me goosebumps. But I wanted to know what the response has been from either the Cameroonian community in the US or in Minnesota, and also Cameroon itself. Like, what did they tell you Cameroonians back home are saying about you?
They are showing a lot of love. And I think that there's also a factor of, just pride, like feeling very, very proud of somebody that comes from your country that is the first to take things in this industry to that type of a level, or the level that the song has gone. And everyone is just really happy. They are very proud. They're like, yes, that's our Bamenda girl. And it's very warming. It just, I'm not going to get emotional.
I know.
But, I really do appreciate the love from them. They're very awesome. I've been getting messages and been keeping in contact with some people, and yeah.
Now, one more question about Cameroon, which you brought up, and I just want to know how that has influenced anything that you do today. You know, Africa, we know the street hustle. And when you said that you were selling by the road, it brought some, you know, something I could relate with. And I'm like, okay, how much of that has impacted what you're doing today? Or has what has it added to you?
It's definitely helped shape a huge part of me up because my morals and values and even my principles, you know, they would have been different if I never went to Cameroon, if I never spent some time there. So, you know, it has, my experience there has influenced me in so many areas, in my music, in the way I communicate, in the way I cook in the kitchen, how I clean, certain things that I do, like, is very much influenced by my time there and the people that I was around, the things I learned, um, and even just how sometimes I just want to mind my business. I have to give all the glory for everything that I do to God, because if it wasn't God, then who else? Come on. So just the way I view life in itself is influenced by my time in Cameroon, for sure.
Let's talk about your deal with Jae5. Is this something you could tell us about? You know, we are proud because Jae5 seems to have a Ghanaian background. So we are proud that there's a Ghanaian Cameroonian collaboration somewhere in there. But tell us about this deal.
Man, first of all, I don't know what it is with me and Ghanaians, but I love Ghanaians and Ghanaians love me.
Tell us more. Tell us more. Tell us more. Tell us more. What is with you and Ghanaian? Did you ever have like a Ghanaian partner along the line? Do you have Ghanaian friends or you have Ghanaian musicians you listen to? Before we talk about Jae5.
I do have Ghanaian artists I listen to, but also almost all of my friends. Most of my friends are Ghanaian.
Wow.
My manager is Ghanaian. He's also my best friend. Ghanaian. Jae5 is Ghanaian. It's just all over the place. But I love it. I love it.
Wow.
It's more about the people that I meet along the way rather than where they are from. So it's all love. But with the deal with Jae5, man, he just saw the TikTok that I posted of the song and everything else, because our A&R, Mel, she had hit us up and she was like, yo, you know, we want to hear more of your music and stuff like that because we really like the song People. So eventually we spoke to Jae5 and he was just like, you're capable of so much and I see a vision and I want to be a part of that vision. And it's not just only about this song, but it's about, you know, the rest of your career and how you can develop and the different things that you can do. I want to put you in rooms and give you opportunities for you to really show the world your gift and help people with your gift while you're at it. And that sold me because there were a lot of other labels that were in our email box, but we didn't even, you know, because we know that most of the time in the music industry, everybody is just looking for money. So when you see an opportunity to make money, you just jump on it. But it's different when somebody comes with you know, a vision of you, like they see you for who you are and they believe in you. And that's what Jae5 did. That's pretty much my big brother at this point. So, you know,
we are
the rest
grateful.
Is history and we are here.
We're grateful, but I before I ask you what you have up your sleeves next, let's talk about any collaborations you want to have or you would like to have or you've talked about with a Ghanaian, because Ghana, like you said, loves you, and I'm sure some of our artists are already eyeing you and like, you know, is there any you're also eyeing? So I like this person's work, I might want to do something if it's okay with them.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of artists. I love Rema. I would love to work with him one day. I love Crayon as well. I love Buju, Omale, Arasta, Kameda, R2Bs, Black Sherif, yes, Black. Woo, yeah. There's a lot. It's a long list. But I would love to work with a lot of artists, and I'm gonna put that on my vision board for my goals to get that done.
Great. You know, but,
I do have an interview in like 60 seconds right now, so Unfortunately, I don't want to leave because this has been great. But I would love to wrap it up so that I can hop into the
Tell us
next.
what you have up your sleeves next. That's the last thing we're going to ask you, and then we can let you go.
Okay. New music, and traveling around to connect with fans and just share my talent with the world. So, the next thing that's going to be will be another single and then an EP project after that. So that is exciting. There's a lot in store for 2023. A lot of collaborations, a lot of things I'm just excited for the world to hear and enjoy.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us. We wish you all the best. We are so proud of you. And we'll look forward to those collaborations with Camido, R2Bs, and Black Sherif. Definitely. Thank you. All the best to you, Libianca.
Thank you.